and Tyler have been friends since elementary school.
Okay, so I'm streaming now. What's up? What's poppin'? What's going on? So if you guys don't know, if anyone's in here yet, I use my other account and watch my own stream as my chat. It's very inefficient, but it'll have to do until I get a second monitor, you know? Hey, what's up, Fishy? What's up, bro? Always the first one, bro. If you guys don't know, if anyone's in here yet, I use my other account. He didn't destroy our franchise. Why are you talking about Kobe White? Zach LaVine was the big thing of that game, bro. So you guys really love like the 2Hype situation videos on my TikTok, so I thought maybe I'd bring them on to, you know, my YouTube, talk about them, react to Jesse's video live. What do you guys think about, you know, everything I got going on here now, though? What do you guys think about this? So you guys really love like the 2Hype situation videos on my TikTok? Okay. Do we like this? Do we like what's going on here? I don't know why, but it's still kind of delayed. I wish that my chat wasn't so delayed. I don't know what's going on with that. Yo, what's poppin', boys? What's good? What's good? Brooklyn, D-Lo, chill, bro. Chill, bro. I'm sorry. You're always the first one. My bad. You came from TikTok, RJ? Goated, bro. Goated. So I'm gonna wait till we have like we usually get like 15 viewers up in here. I'm gonna wait till about then, and then I'm gonna start the stream up. What do you guys are liking this? Yeah. Okay, thanks. I wanted to work on getting my stream quality really up there, so yeah, you better chill, D-Lo. You better calm down, bro. Team Jesse before all the vids from Jesse. Alright, okay, understandable. I'm gonna wait till we get like 5 more viewers in here. We're gonna go ahead and start the video. We're going to start talking about this, give my opinion. You guys can obviously share your opinions as well. Just like how I feel about this situation and everything that's going on with it. I appreciate that, D-Lo. I appreciate that. Hey, welcome from TikTok. Are you? I like that name. Oh, we got 22 viewers. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start this live stream. Sam, what is your warning? I mean, your question. My bad. Let's go. Thanks for 22 viewers already. That was sweet, guys. As soon as Sam gets his question in and I can read it with the slight delay that we have, I'll go ahead and start the video up. Maybe, what if I put my chat like this? Oh. Hey, what's up? Car? Yo, thanks for the layout. Thanks for saying you guys like the layout. I worked really hard on this today. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this video and give my full opinion on it. I didn't see, because I'm in Elite too. I don't really play Park. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get the start for y'all.
Recently, Tyler made a video about why he left 2Hype, and in that video, he made a lot of false claims about me and manipulated different events and left out a lot of the story. So in this video, I'm gonna give you guys a timeline of events so you guys have context of the full story.
Yo, thanks for coming from TikTok,
and then I'm going to react to every point Tyler has made in his video and respond to them.
My face cam stopped. Hold up. I don't know what's going on with my face cam. Oh, you guys can see my Streamlabs. I mean my OBS. Bro, hold up. I don't know why that just happened, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I don't know why that just happened, bro. Hold on, I'm adding back in. It's still frozen, bro. Bro, what is going on with that? What in the world? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find 84 viewers. What is up, guys? Hold on, my webcam just died on me essentially. I don't know what happened to it. Hey, thanks for all the love, guys. Yeah, Curry kind of went off tonight. I was watching the Mavs game though. Alright, let's see if I can fix whatever's going on with my webcam here. Thank you everybody for coming in here. I don't know why my webcam's not working. There, I guess this is it. Yeah, that's not at all right. Bro, what in the world? Okay, I think I got it. Oh, nope. Almost, I think I got it. So we should be good. Thanks for watching me edit my webcam.
But before we get into that, I'm not asking you guys to sympathize with me. All I'm asking is that you watch the entire video before you form an opinion on the subject. As a lot of you guys know, me and Tyler have been friends since elementary school, and in high school I started doing really good at YouTube, dropped out of school.
Okay, so I see some of you guys commenting. Before I even, speak on anything, I want to say that personally right now, I am on the side of just whatever. Like, I'm on the side of people did things wrong no matter what in this situation. People were done wrong in this situation, but no matter what, it's not going to stop me from watching any of them. I don't watch YouTubers because of what they do off the scenes. I watch because of the videos they make. So even if Jester is some jerkhole behind the camera, it's not my business. I'm not worried about it. That's just personally with me. You guys obviously can disagree. But I'm not on anyone's side, per se. Hey, thanks to everyone who came from TikTok. Alright, that's just what I want to say. I'm not really saying that any side is right or wrong as of right now, but I will say that 2Hype's evidence versus I like what they're showing, what Jesse's showing, what Zach is showing. Not Zach. I mean what Chris has shown. Him a little bit less, but Cash, his compassion. I'm kind of sided with TikTok more right now. I mean 2Hype, but it's literally like a toss up right now.
School, went to go do it full time.
Hey,
I was super
viewers.
successful
Thanks,
with it, and in that time I wanted to bring up my friends, so I taught Tyler how to edit and helped him make videos, and then eventually got him to move
crazy
into
thing
the
to me.
2Hype
He
house
taught
at the time.
him
And
all
having
this
Tyler
stuff.
in the house was amazing. We were really good friends. We hung out. I was in his videos. He was in my videos. Then we moved to Calabasas for a new house. Still same thing going on. Me and Tyler, we hang out all the time. Like, you're my friend. I loved hanging out with you. We made videos together. Just countless videos on your channel, countless videos on my channel. In March, I moved out of the house, and the reason I moved out of the house was because I needed
just
more
giving
space.
backstory right
one
now.
bedroom, but I had multiple employees in person. I'm trying to run different businesses. I needed my
Bro,
own
if
space.
I 1v1 you
and
win.
it's always been a
Facts.
dream to purchase my own home, and that is why I moved out. As Tyler stated in his video.
Well, the thing is, I saw someone say once Moochie makes a video, it's over. Well, Moby said he's cool with Moochie, so is Moochie even going to drop a video? I don't think so. I personally don't think so.
He's been going through an addiction. Now, this had been going on for a while, but
now that's something I learned when watching this video. Is I didn't remember Mopey saying anything about having an addiction, but they go really into it in this video. I didn't know that was the exact reason.
When I left the house in March, it got worse throughout the year, and
Zach
I never got to fully
ruined.
understand the full extent of it. Later in the year, we were in negotiations with 100 Thieves to sign with them, and Tyler was on board with this, but it wasn't until like the last minute of negotiations, Tyler actually backed out of the deal and told us he didn't want to be a part of the 100 Thieves deal.
Which
Tyler
makes sense.
explained
That
to us that
he doesn't have to join 100 Thieves
deal because of the contract and the obligations that came with it, and we said, okay, you can still be part of 2Hype, you just won't do the 100 Thieves obligations, and that's what we agreed to for some time. But then Tyler expressed to us he didn't want to be part of the group either, and Tyler was going through it mentally at the time, going through addiction. So we talked to him as a group, and we came to the decision that go to rehab,
get
your mind right, take time. If you still don't want to be part of the group when you
Fishy,
get back,
I will get more
think
mods.
about it for a while.
I will be doing that soon.
You don't have to be part of the group, but don't make this life-changing decision until you get your mind
I don't know,
right.
Jed.
Tyler went to rehab, and about 20 days later, he came back, and there wasn't much communication when Tyler came back. I texted him a little bit, but I felt like he was avoiding me. For example, he came to the house to drop off something for my roommate, Rick.
So, I like what you said, Phantom. You said that Jesse didn't back up Jidel. And he doesn't really back up anybody other than himself in this video. I think what he's doing is allowing everyone who Mopey came after to speak for themselves, you know? Like, that's just what I'm thinking.
But didn't come inside to talk to me. James
Brooklyn,
came
you
to
should
his
get
door,
the.
knocked
You beat
on
me
it.
in
He
2K
wouldn't even
before. You
open
should
the
get the
door to
mod.
talk to James after you came back from rehab. Shortly after that, your dad emailed us demanding documents. And to give context on Tyler's dad, Tyler, over the years, you've only said negative things about your dad. I've only had limited experiences with him, but you always expressed to me that your dad was a negative influence. As you can see, this email shows Tyler's dad reaching out for these documents.
And that's a crazy thing to me for this. Why is Mopey's dad sending these documents? Like, Mopey's dad's not a lawyer. At least from what I learned from this video, he's not a lawyer. He's just trying to back up Mopey, but it doesn't even sound like Mopey ever wanted him in his life to begin with. I have a conspiracy about all this. I'll get into it here in a minute.
Now, while this was happening, Tyler's dad met with our manager and made physical threats on multiple people in the group, and as you can see, Tyler talks about it in this clip.
The reason that Chris hired security was because my dad. I had a talk with my dad, and I told him everything that has gone on, and my dad sat down with our manager at the time, my ex-manager, and he told him, and he threatened Chris.
Multiple people had to hire security because they did not feel safe. Tyler, you never messaged anyone once apologizing for what your dad did. The only thing you messaged us after that was threatening emails, threatening legal action.
Okay, but would it be Mopey's responsibility to like apologize on behalf of his dad? Is that something, like, if my dad personally was doing this, why would I apologize for my dad? Like, my dad's actions. It's not my responsibility, so why is it Mopey's? That's just how I see it. No, bro, that sucks, Alex. I have a shirt in my closet. Thanks for 120 viewers, guys. That's more than I get in most of my TikTok lives, so this is pretty sweet. You're a go, Crafty. I appreciate it, Gilmore.
We did not give Tyler's dad those documents he
Jed.
requested because he threatened our safety. People had to hire security. He has zero right to those documents that he's requesting. Tyler does. Tyler did not ask for them. It's coming from his dad. He then sent another email requesting even more documents from us. It is a very, very long email, and there's a lot of private information.
That's crazy to me.
As you
like,
can see, it's blurred,
how do you
but
type
I will read
all that?
different sections from it. I look forward to hearing from an officer of 2 Court. If I do not hear back within a reasonable and appropriate time frame based on the fact that my earlier email was ignored, which I explained why it was, I will stop all communication and bring legal action on behalf of Tyler Glenn Mopey against all parties mentioned in this email. And Tyler never mentioned the fact that he came at us legally first. If no criminal violations occurred, then all being accused will be vindicated, and those...
So yeah, that's another really big thing in this situation, is Mopey was upset that they sent him a cease and desist letter, but he was trying to sue them first. And you'll find out here in a second that after his dad gets involved, his dad stops getting involved, but then Mopey stays involved, and he's threatening to sue them. So that's the thing that's wild to me, is like, how am I supposed to be on his side if he's not giving us the full story? I don't feel like anyone's going to give us the full story if it doesn't, show them in the perfect light. But it's just kind of messed up to me, man, that he's suing them first.
Those who have accused with be left to lick their wounds.
What's up, Tanner?
But if the violations did occur, you ignore this email. This sees the inside of a courtroom.
It's all good,
penalties
though.
will be enforced to the fullest extent of the law, and no friendly considerations will be given to any party. And then at the end of the email, this is how we found out Tyler was leaving 2Hype. It was an email from his dad that had legal threats, and it said, "In closing, I would like to remind you all that Mopey walked away from 2Hype for moral and ethical reasons that involve the actions both personally and professionally of the 2Hype members, and he was not pushed out or forced out. The plan was for when Tyler got back from rehab to tell us whether he wanted to be in the group, how he was feeling, but no, you didn't come to us, you didn't have a group discussion with us. We've had to find out from your dad in an email where you're literally threatening us with lawsuits, Tyler."
Yeah, that is a thing too. Like, so I'll go over my conspiracy of what I think might actually be going on with Tyler. I don't have merch out yet. I'm actually working on some designs tomorrow. My conspiracy for what's going on with him is, so while he was in rehab, I've never been to rehab, so I can't really speak on that 100%, but like, I'm assuming there's some like group therapies and everything, and when they're going over stuff, it's possible that someone might have slipped it in his head that all of his falling down and everything was 2Hype's fault. Like, I don't know. And then maybe his dad had some influence on it, and he's at such a low place. When you're at low as a place as it seems like Mopey was, like, you literally are grasping for someone to tell you something that you want to hear and something that helps you out. So I don't know. Maybe that's what he was thinking, man.
You couldn't have come and talked to us after everything we've been through. We had to find out through an email. We could have made everything mutual.
Love you too, Tanner.
Nothing had to be a back and forth attack. There had to be no legal action. But no, this is how everything happened. And keep in mind, Tyler, everything before rehab, we're meeting, we're talking to each other.
I've already done that before, Joe. I'll do it again sometime soon.
Threaten us legally. But in your video, you make it seem like we're coming after you legally when this has been going on for over a month. There are more threats in this email. We replied telling him you are not Tyler's power of attorney, which basically means he'd be able to sign for Tyler.
This part here is crazy.
He was Tyler, and what he responded
with
was a middle finger.
So professional. Imagine And I'm sorry about the language in the middle finger, but imagine you're trying to have a professional conversation. And for one, you're not doing a very good job because you're not even the dude's power of attorney. But you just send them a middle finger back. Like, you're not a lawyer, bro. You're not. Hey, peace out, Brooklyn.
Then from that point on, all of the emails started coming from Tyler's own email. During this time when Tyler was threatening us with legal action, he was still living in the house, so we pretty much told him, like, dude, you have to leave in 30 days, you haven't paid rent in 8 months, you're suing your friends, and your dad is physically threatening us and you won't talk to us. This was a back and forth email about living in the house. I'm going to paraphrase because it's kind of a lot. He was asking for information on the lease. He thanked us for that. Chris wasn't living in the house. The washer and dryer were his. He took them. As for me not making any payments on rent for the past 8 months, you must provide me with a complete financial...
Hey, okay, Johnny. Okay, I'll make sure when I post a video about it, you know. Merchant's Jet approved.
Breakdown that involves all members of 2i that are leaseholders and subleaseholders and the rent due and paid from each to substantiate that I have not completed rent payments as needed. Also, if I'm not mistaken, there was money directly taken from 2i court checking account and paid toward rent. Please provide the financial details on that point as well, if in fact it did happen, or prove to me that it did not happen. Now, the 2i Corporation started subsidizing the 2i house rent as we were filming a bunch of different videos there. We all agreed on that. We all had to pay less rent, and Tyler, you just never paid rent, and now you're asking for documents that prove that. We're friends, bro. It's a discussion about rent. It's not like, oh, Tyler, I'm gonna make a document that says you owe me this rent every month and hold you to it. It's like, nah, bro, like that's your rent. Later in the emails, he says, I'd like to add that you emailing 3 members that are not leaseholders, but only subleaseholders, one, in fact, is not even involved in this matter, is unlawful conduct on your part. What he's talking about?
Okay, I think it's crazy that... Okay, hear me out. We're talking about Mopey and Jesser, best friends since, not middle school, elementary school. We're talking about, like, I have friends like this. My friend Ian, my friend Jack, my friend Grant. We're all like this. I would never try to talk to them unless, like, I mean, I understand because it's legal action, but, like, in this such professional manner? Like, bro, talk about it to them to their face, for one, and try to resolve things. Like, it doesn't seem like that's what happened, and that's why I think a lot of this thing is going wrong.
We added Cash to the email because Cash is in 2i. He's been involved in all these legal things too. He's part of the group, so we just added him to the email, and he's literally saying, do it again and I will bring legal action against you for defamation of character, and I'm not threatening you, I am promising you.
That's
because
terrible.
We added Cash to an email chain. Tyler said this.
Yeah, it seems like Tyler's taking some things too far. I don't want to say that, like, I don't want to go too far and, you know, take sides or anything, because I'm really not about that right now. What is the name of this live stream? Oh my gosh, I literally never even named this live stream. Hold up. Bro, I never even named the live stream, sorry. I don't even know where I was going.
This is coming straight from Tyler.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about they're adding someone to an email chain who's literally in the group. It's a dude who's in the group. Like, I don't understand why it went this far. He said Mopey should make his own
I am
group.
not threatening you, I am promising you. And then he said, furthermore, if you stop paying utilities, I will bring legal action against all
this video does got me
because
confused
with
too,
subleaseholders,
Liam,
it would be unlawful contact to do so. We never did that. The utilities never turned
like
off.
Everybody has
Mitchell
some stuff
lived there at the
totally
time,
agree.
but he actually moved out because he was afraid to run into Tyler because of the threats with his dad and everything that was going on legally.
How scary
he moved
is
back in
Mopey's
with his
dad?
parents.
Can we do a quick Google search? What if we just look up Mopey's dad? Do we get any pictures? I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think we get any pictures of Mopey's dad. I mean, is it? This picture keeps coming up. Is this Mopey's dad? Is Mopey's dad one of these guys? Because if so, bro, that is nothing to be worried about.
Tyler ended the email saying, I look forward to one day hearing from Jesse and Mitchell what I possibly could have done to make them afraid of me, for I've known them since first grade. As for Zach, James, and Cash, wow, what can I say? They are afraid of me. Tyler, you won't even talk to me at this time? We talked about the house stuff. Now back to the documents. Tyler started requesting them under his email. He asked them. So we set up a time and place for him to view the documents, which was at the 2-Wipe house where Tyler was living. And the 4-hour window we set up for Tyler to view all the documents he asked for, he left the house and he just never showed up. So all of this back and forth about the emails, we set up a time. He literally didn't show up.
Yeah, that is the thing too. Like I don't think they have any substantial proof that he didn't show up, other than James making an email that said he did not show up. But like, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
After that, more time had passed. Tyler stopped sending threatening emails and got an actual lawyer, and now we've been dealing with that back and forth. During this time, we won the Streamies award. It was a really big night for us, and and
congrats to 2-Hype for that, because I've been a big 2-Hype fan for a while, and like this was great for me to see. And then, you know, this whole situation went down, and I don't even know what to think.
That night, Tyler quote tweeted it and put L-Hype, except for Cash and Mitchell, they're cool. And then after that, we send you a cease and desist letter because making all of this public is a lose-lose situation for both of us. And in that cease and desist letter, it literally says we want to resolve this in a mutually agreeable manner.
So the cease and desist letter is a big thing. People are like, oh, they're trying to sue Mopey, and I mean, I guess I was one of the people who jumped on that train. But it literally does say in it, like, we don't want to get there. We just want to resolve it off the camera. We just want to talk about it, and that doesn't seem like something Mopey was actually willing to do. It could all be for views, Polo. That's one of my things. I don't feel like
none of this
everybody's
has to be online. In your tweet about the cease and desist, you say they're not victims, don't fall for it. Yet you've been threatening to sue us legally for weeks and literally just won't talk to us. And then after that,
okay, I don't like that part because basically the tweet says they're not victims, and I feel like in this time you don't want to say something like, yeah, we are the victims, but that's pretty much what Jesse just said. It's like, yeah, we are the victims. So I don't know. I don't like that.
You dropped your video painting a lot of us in an extremely bad light, and it's so crazy to me because Tyler, all these things you're expressing in your video, you never expressed to me in person. When you got back, it's like you flipped a switch on our friend.
Get a PO box, bro. That would be cool. I've thought about it. They're expensive.
Everything you said in your video, you never discussed with me in person. But now, let's get into Tyler's video so I can address each point he makes.
And getting into talking
this
about
is my favorite part, man.
They sent me a cease and desist letter, so I do need to be careful with what I'm saying because they're threatening to sue me. I've literally only said,
Jed, I'll try to make sure my hoodies aren't $88 Australian again.
And they're already sending me a cease and desist letter. Like, what does that tell you? Like, they're willing to do and say anything. I'll be going into a lot more later about that, but yeah, I'm gonna be talking about a lot.
Tyler, you saying the only thing you've done is put out a tweet is a complete lie. You threatened us with legal action on November 21st.
Now that there's even more behind the scenes.
You put out this tweet on December 12th. You're literally lying and manipulating your audience.
Hey, peace out, Tanner.
You said you have to be careful because of the cease and desist letter. I feel like I have to be careful because you've threatened to sue me and your dad has threatened to sue me. And you guys are probably going to threaten to sue me for this video.
But I've just been completely used. Used and abused. Like, used online, my Mopey personality.
You claimed we abused you as Mopey. I assume this is reference to the Mopey abuse.
Do you collect basketball cards? And if you do,
not Tyler, yet. Me and you and the group have had countless conversations talking about the Mopey abuse thing, but you always told us you were cool with it and you ran with it on your own channel too.
Okay, so that's something I can understand. So with the Mopey abuse situation, and you know everyone hating on Mopey, but like as a joke, like no one was genuinely saying like I hate Mopey, but like everyone's like, you know, he's the worst 2-Hyper or whatever, worst basketball player in 2-Hype. Well, actually, that one's just facts. You can't get away from that one. But he was like the joke of the group, which I know feels bad, but every group has one. But I've been that friend in my friend groups before, and sometimes, I mean, I still am, but now I'm a lot more at terms with it. It's a lot easier for me to do. But sometimes it's really not something that's really easy to handle. So I can understand Tyler being upset about that.
You kept that trend up on your own channel. Every 100,000 subscribers, you would do a video of us hurting you, Tyler. And you've always reassured us that the Mopey abuse stuff was okay, and you did it on your own channel.
And abused, like, as Tyler. Like, everybody just forgetting about Tyler and only caring about Mopey. And Mopey showing up for the videos. Everybody just just doesn't care about Tyler, and they're gonna say otherwise. Like when I put out my tweet, they all just tried saying they helped me out more than anyone, showing texts of support.
Which I didn't like that about when even when Jester said I helped him out more than anyone. I felt like that was bragging. Like, oh come on, I've helped this guy so much. Like, get all the light off of me. But now I don't know, man. I want to start my grind as a basketball TikToker. Do you think I can do it? Duh. If I can do it, anybody can do it, man. Come on, man. You got this. Come on.
Or
start tagging me in your videos. Let me see them, bro.
No, I'm not having some fake agenda fake agenda that went out with like TD and Los go out there. Like, I'm saying the truth.
Tyler, I've known you since kindergarten. There has never been a hidden agenda in our friendship. I've known you for over 10 years and you've been one of my closest friends. And I genuinely believe what I said in my tweet is true. I taught you how to edit and make videos. I gave you an opportunity to move into the house, and I promised you I would pay for your entire first year of rent for free while I helped you build your own career. And then even after that first year, you would go months without paying me, but because you were one of my closest friends, I let it slide and I took responsibility for that.
Okay, here's the crazy thing though. Like, he's letting it slide and whatever. Me and two of my best friends are all actually about to move in together, which is crazy for me to think about. But anyway, like, they're my best friends in the entire world. Obviously, I'm not in the same financial situation as Jesse is. Boy's got that dough. I have a very small portion of that. But, like, I would never pay rent for him. Like, that's too much for me, man.
And besides the YouTube stuff, Tyler, I tried to help you become an adult.
What's up,
you never
Ryan?
had a credit card, you never had a credit score. We had multiple discussions about...
Which is important. Every single one of you guys, if you guys are reaching the age of 18, get a credit score. I pay for my car and I'm about to start paying for a house, like I just said. So, like, credit, it's about to be crazy with credit scores, man. No, it's not you and Jack. I'm
Tyler,
moving in
this
with
is
my
what
buddy
you need
Sam.
to get a credit card. This is the step-by-step process. But you say I don't care
build
about
credit.
Tyler, but I don't want one of my closest friends
Build
to be
credit.
a grown man with no credit score. Like, you literally act like I never tried to help. Did you want...
That is some true care, though, I will say. Even if it's not like, hey, Mopey, how you doing today? It's trying to get Mopey into a really good spot as a person, and as a citizen. So, like, honestly, yeah, I like that. You're welcome, Ryan.
me to drive you to the bank and talk to the
I don't think
teller
anything
for
will
you?
ever
I
get
don't
confirmed.
understand. I also helped you with all of your videos because I wanted you to succeed alongside me and do this together. And Tyler, did I only care about Mopey when we all had to get together at my house? You got drunk, went on the mini ramp, and continuously tried hurting yourself and were falling every time. I pulled you off multiple times. I was so scared and I didn't want to see you get injured as my friend. I love you. I don't want to see anyone get injured. I had to pull you off multiple times, but I just don't care apparently. I'll talk about all this more later in the video, but I genuinely feel I've always tried to help you, Tyler, not Mopey with what you're going through.
Yeah, going into each one.
Okay, so the story about him being drunk on the skateboard, like, did that need to be shared? Like, did that really need to be shared? I don't know. I feel like that was, like, too personal, or whatever. Who even knows if Mopey remembers that, to be honest?
The individuals that I have issues with, I'll start out with Jesser, because everybody's probably wondering, like, wasn't that your friend since elementary school? It's like, yeah, he was. He's gone, though. It's just Jesser.
That would hurt if my best friends ever said that about me. I'm just saying. As a person who takes a lot of pride in being what I consider a good person, that would hurt. That would hurt so bad.
Jesse. And he's been doing some really nasty stuff that I don't ever care to see him again or talk to him again.
I don't think there's any way you can donate on these streams. I don't have monetization set up on this account.
Most of which that happened more recently, but I'll get into stuff that happened over the year and past years.
Thanks, RJ. It's a little sus,
Chris
but all right.
Was supporting this too, but Jesse saying I'm fighting serious demons and he's worried about me and basically just painting me out to be like mentally unstable because I put out my L-hype tweet. Like, I can't I hope they describe how I feel about the manipulation and like the disgust
Jed.
for
I can't wait to hear
what
it.
he's doing.
Tyler, the reason I said you were fighting demons is because I didn't want to publicly tell everyone you were going to rehab. I didn't want to publicly say you were going through an intense addiction.
Respectable. It's
very personal, and it wasn't my place to say that. I also said don't fuel someone who's not okay. I apologize for this comment. It was insensitive. In the moment when I made that video about you, I was extremely emotional. And Tyler, you were going through it mentally. As you discussed later in the video, you talk about how you're drinking, you're smoking, you're vaping, you're hurting yourself. You said these things in the videos. You were going through it. You were fighting demons.
Yeah, I've been abusing the sauce, the devil's lettuce. I'm not saying the word for demonetization or whatever, but
what, man, that sucks. Because I can almost guarantee that a large portion of all this just came because they have the money to do it. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but part of me feels like he wasn't doing any of these things before YouTube or back in high school or anything. I mean, it could also just be temptations that everyone is going to face at one point in their life, but I don't know, man. When you have an abundance of money, you don't really struggle to be like, oh, can I afford that?
Yeah, I've been abusing that, nicotine, and in the past year, alcohol, like, really badly.
Tyler, I apologize that my words were portrayed as calling you mentally unstable. That was never my intention when I said you were fighting demons. I believed it was appropriate to say this because I didn't want to expose private information about your substance abuse, and Tyler, you were going through a battle with yourself. As you said, you were going through a really bad period of your life this year. It was never meant to call you mentally unstable at all.
I do want to say this is really good. He's apologizing for what he believes he actually did wrong. And I don't feel like that's something Chris did with his video, or TD did with his video, or what Los has done during his live streams. No one's really apologizing, except for Jesse and Cash. I think that shows character, and I think that it shows because a lot of people think that Chris and Zach have changed Jesse. I think there shows that even if they did, Jesse is still down there somewhere. I don't know. Cool, you sus,
I never
bro.
thought that getting into YouTube years down the line, I would be having my own brother
I think it could be it, man.
By Jesser and tried to be used against me as a manipulation strategy by him to make people think that he cares about me.
Yo, what's up, Astro?
Reaching out to my family to support me.
Hey, peace out, Liam.
I can't even, like, it's crazy.
Thanks for stopping by, bro.
I can't. I'm speechless. I don't know how to form words right now because it's so ridiculous.
This is my fault. I definitely should not have mentioned your mother or your brother in the video. That was inappropriate.
Once again, another apology. Showing some kind of character at the very least. And if you get nothing out of this situation, you're on Mopey side, you're on Too Hype side, whatever. Like, we're seeing some kind of discussion, at least on Jesse's side. And I'm curious if maybe Mopey is going to apologize for maybe some of his wrongdoings, if there are any, or if he believes there is any, later. I'm curious. Hey, what's up, Grayson?
Of me when I did make the video. It was very emotional. Your brother called me after. I apologized to him. Do I regret talking to your mom or your brother? No, absolutely not. The reason I reached out to your brother is I expressed my concerns about you hurting yourself, Tyler. There were things that you did that you didn't tell him about, and you were hurting yourself, and I was concerned as a friend. And same thing with your mom. That's what I reached.
One thing I want to point out. My buddy Ian pointed this out to me earlier. If you look now he's not talking about legal stuff and he's not trying to be super professional. If you look in his eyes, they're a little more watery and like glossed. And he's blinking a lot more, which can either be shown as a sign of lying or a sign of being really sad and really hurt by this whole situation. So, I just want to point that out.
Reached out to her about was you hurting yourself because I'm worried about you.
So no, I don't
regret reaching out to your family. Do I regret putting it online and mentioning it publicly? Yes, 100%. I should not have done that. That was my fault.
After I saw Jesse talk about my brother in his video and my mom too, which is 100% not okay with me, I texted my brother and this is what he said. I can't imagine.
One thing I noticed is this, Jesse said he talked for an hour, and I think one of the things that Mopey's trying to expose him for is it was only 37 minutes. Like, bro, that kind of shows Mopey might, like, he says that they're grasping for as many straws as possible. That really looks like Mopey's doing that. And then the texts don't mean anything.
Imagine how weird it was for him to be talking to Jesser, and
hey, peace out,
like,
Brian.
they've never talked before, and he's trying to make it out like he was trying to help me.
Yo, what's up, Davis? Appreciate the love, bro.
Talking to him on the phone, and then he just said online like he's like it. I don't even know what to say.
Tyler, you say I've never talked to your brother before. This is simply a lie. I've known you since kindergarten. He's your brother. He's come to the house many times.
That's a fact. I've talked to all of my best friends' family members.
We've done videos together, literally on your
That's
channel,
just
so I have talked to your brother before. Yes, I did express to your brother about the hate because I didn't want it to be a back and forth, a lose-lose situation of us dropping videos together. I was talking to Preston about how we could keep this offline. And obviously, as I said earlier, I was expressing my concerns of you hurting yourself to him. And if you meant I had never talked to him on the phone or about your addiction or what you're going through with him, yes, that is true. That was the first time I talked to him about it, because I didn't have any way to communicate with you, Tyler, so I had to go to your family to express my concerns as a friend.
I really want to say I think Jesse's a good friend. No matter what, if he's wrong or right in this whole situation and everything that's going on, I want to say that I think he's a really good friend. I think that's what he is. I don't...
The eyes, too, friend. Like, he probably just rubbed his eyes and started to just get watery eyes. Like, it's an act. It's all manipulation act. He does not care. He only cares because he wants to uphold his online image.
Watch Cash's video.
He cares about.
My opinion.
That's all they.
Cash's is my favorite behind this video.
That's it, and they'll say and do anything to keep that.
Tyler, you said I rub my eyes as a manipulation tactic to look sad. When this whole back and forth, like, this has been some of the lowest points of my life. This situation is literally the only thing I've been able to think about in the last month. I can't even sleep at night without thinking this. This is extremely emotional, this situation for me. And to you acting like, oh, I'm just rubbing my eyes, what, bro? I've always loved you, and then I get betrayed. This whole situation is extremely personal and emotional to me.
I gotta take accountability for not being entirely open with how bad things were with me this year, but
that's possible. AJ, I want to see their videos,
and things were visible enough to see that I needed help, and Jesse was never there for me. Jesser. It's not even Jesse anymore. It's just Jesser was never there for me.
This is a flat out lie. And this one hurts so much because, Tyler, I cared about you so much throughout the year and tried...
Which he is shown throughout this video. Like, I'm not taking any sides in this whole situation, guys. I've already stated that. It's not my room to hate or take any kind of side. But Jesse has been a really good friend, dude. That's not saying I'm on his side, but I'm just saying... Dude has been a good friend, and that's important to me as a person. I value really good friendships. So
really hard to help you, Tyler. I tried my best to help you. I tried to reach out to you. Am I a trained professional? No. You're my first friend that's ever gone through an addiction. I don't know how to perfectly fix it or help you, but dude, I did try. And it's like an example like this text. No worries. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with, bro. It's all good, dude. Just
look at the receipts. Look at the receipts.
Thank you. It's like I would give you opportunities for you to express what was happening and tell me, but you would just bottle it in inside. I really got into meditation, priming this dude named Tony Robbins.
I don't. So Wyatt just said he might be a little overdramatic. I don't know about overdramatic, but I definitely like. Obviously, I think there is something wrong with Moby, because when you sober up from all these kind of things, it'll do things to you, man. It'll put you on edge more than usual. A lot of withdrawal symptoms just make you go crazy, and it might have made him turn on his friends. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I think that might possibly be what's happening.
Robbins, who tries to help people like get their mind together. I sent Tyler a lot of that stuff to try to help him through it because that's what helped me. And I thought, you know, maybe this will help Tyler. Even right here, Tyler texted me that he's going to be in my videos, but he didn't want to record his own. And I was like, dude,
I'm curious if Moochie will say anything too.
Just take it easy. And he says, I'll sit it out. And then I asked him, yo, let's go work out. Let's meditate. You know, something good for you, something that's helped me mentally. Like, this is an opportunity to help you, Tyler, and you don't respond. I read a lot of books about mental health and self-motivation, so I would send those to Tyler because that's what helped me from my experience. And it's like he would say, I really appreciate you sending this stuff to read and listen to, dude. The other stuff like Kevin Hart's book and Chop Wood, 2 other motivational books. He's like, I want to read and finish sometime.
So, yeah, this part he's just going over some motivational books and stuff that he sent him. Basically showing like, hey, I tried to help you, man. I really wanted you to be happy. I wanted to help you with what's going on. I wanted to help you get over your addictions, and I wanted to help you become a better person. Yeah, I don't know. If my friends were doing stuff like this for me, I don't know what I could complain about. Like, I don't know.
I'm going to be honest, I can't really get behind what this guy's about. I'm really happy it's helping you a ton, though. Tyler doesn't really like Tony Robbins. That's okay. He helped me. I tried to send it to him. I reached out to Tyler. Yo, bro, let's talk one-on-one soon.
Now, I do want to talk about this. With the text above, they are blurred. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, yo, this is sus. This is sus. He's trying to hide something. No, I'm just saying, I would be curious to know, like, if those little blurred sections up there were personal, or because they're personal, or because Jesse was in the wrong in that situation?
Let me know when you can. We're gonna figure all this out. I love you. We're all here for you and want the best. Definitely talk soon. And Tyler, like, you expressed things like, oh, we didn't help you clean your room. I'm saying let's talk Thursday. If you need any help with your things, let me know.
Hey, appreciate that, Rack M.
All you have to do is ask
Todd?
me. When I reached
Todd
out to you with these
Jesse's
messages, Tyler,
other
there was
friend.
no ulterior motive
He's not
or
into hype. He
manipulation.
just shows
I
up in
wanted to
videos.
help you. You were my friend. For example, what are you doing tonight? You want to
What's
talk
up,
things
Bryson?
through or just vibe? Like, I was trying to help you, Tyler. I'm sorry I didn't do a better job at helping you. I genuinely am, but I hope you know I tried. When I moved out...
Okay, this is the thing. From what Jesse has shown, I know that you can never do enough for your friends in that sense if they're going through something like that. But you can't put that on yourself. Like, if for some reason one of the 134 people in this live stream who saw my TikTok was Jesse, you can't put that on yourself. It's not your fault. There's only so much you can do, and if it looks, from the way it looks from this video, I'll be talking from this video's perspective that it is given, like, he walked away on his own behalf, and he's got some things he needs to work on. Maybe one of these days we'll see Mopey and Jesser again. I hope so.
I was extremely busy, yet I still put in effort and tried to help you, Tyler. I had gotten a house for the first time. I went through a breakup of a near 2-year relationship that was...
No, I don't like this. I understand he's trying to say I was going through a really tough time, but even then I was trying to help you. But now it seems like he's trying to have some of us, switch our emotions a little bit. I'm just calling it as I see it, but that's just me.
Extremely hard on me. I'm running multiple different
I can agree with that,
companies,
my opinion.
multiple different
I can agree with
YouTube
that, bro.
channels, managing other YouTube channels. I have a ton of stuff going on, but I genuinely did try to help you while I was doing all of that. And I'm sorry I didn't put more time. I'm sorry. Like, looking back, I wish I could have helped you with all this more. I genuinely do, dude. And it makes me so sad that it's gone to this point.
Say L-Hype if you want, man. I'm just saying from what I see, I'm not taking any sides, but from what I see, Jesse was at least being a good friend. At the very least, Jesse was being a good friend. Thanks, Bryson. Appreciate that. I think Jesse was being the best friend he could possibly be.
I got all our friends together and I made a challenge. It was called Sober October, as in the text. The rules: the winner gets 1,000 cash. I will supply. Last 2
What if Jesser won? I'm just saying.
place have to take the rest of the boys out to dinner. Me and Todd made the list. So I'm gonna blur out this list because it's bad.
So I actually wanted to know about this, and I know it's literally none of my business, but I'm just gonna speak out loud. Because of the whole Sober October thing, and it's for the whole group, like, Jesse been dabbling in that good? Jesse been smoking that I don't know, what's some other street names for the devil's lettuce? The good kush? I don't know. I don't know why that's bothering me. I don't know, like, I thought about it when I watched this, like, Jesse doesn't give me the vibe to do that kind of stuff, but I don't know, maybe he does.
One of the main reasons I did this challenge is because I wanted to help you, but you didn't even make it to the first day. Like, I can try to help you, but I can't force you, Tyler. Like, if you take a horse to water, you can't force it to drink.
I'm trying to look at an unbiased point of view.
You didn't take my help. And at the time, like, I wanted to get sober too. I'm not perfect either. These 2 text messages, when you went to rehab, you didn't hit me back up. I know you were texting other people, but you decided not to hit me back up until after you got...
Look at that. He texted him 3 times, man. October 25th, my sister's birthday. November 8th, and November 17th. Like, no answer. No answer. Your childhood best friend. You're just not even gonna... He just wants to know how you're doing, man. He's saying, we're proud of you.
Back, we texted back and forth a little bit, but then obviously everything switched when you started threatening us. And all of these things I showed were just text messages. I showed those as proof because it's physical proof.
Okay, but in Cash's video, Cash said Chris is the easiest one to butt heads with, and his delivery is terrible. Hey, anytime, Johnny. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
That I did try to help you, Tyler. As you say, I didn't try to help you. Tyler, you're forgetting about all the personal conversations we've had about this. You act like we've never discussed this. This was a major thing throughout the year. We've had many discussions
yes, everyone
about
asking
it. Obviously, Tyler, when I did live in the house, we were way closer. We talked about things a lot more. Yes, when I moved out, we didn't talk as much. It's just part of not living with each other. But you're forgetting all the countless conversations we've had in person too, where we have talked about what you're going through, and you're just acting like this never happened. I also wanted to include this clip as it shows an example of one of the times.
This was my favorite part of Cash's video. Appreciate that, Jonathan. This is my favorite part of Cash's video because it showed from an unbiased point of view, you cannot tell me that Cash is on the same level in any way of sus as Chris, Zach, and Jidel, or even Jesser if you think he's sus. You can't tell me that Cash is any of that. He's genuine. He's 100% like just being here for the good of people. And this is what he says about Jesser.
We met as a group and discussed what was going on with Tyler.
I remember when we had a talk outside. Mopey was saying,
I guess not,
that he was going to go get help or whatnot. Jesser was crying. I can never forget how the face, the face Jesser had, like he was disappointing himself because he felt like that he
Happy early birthday.
Did more for Mopey. That's the
real
energy I
Kings
had
fan.
felt from him,
That's
man.
sus.
When I talked to him in person and he said I hugged him and tried to use it against me, whatever, like he hugged me. I wish I said just like, I don't get away, like whatever, but yeah.
This is something I even noticed with Mopey's video is like Mopey is not very well spoken in this video. I don't know if that's just a him thing, but it doesn't seem like he knew at all what he was going to say before he came on the camera. He just did it to do it and to get it out, but it doesn't seem very good.
He asked me what my goal was with the L-Hype tweet and if I wanted a bag. Like, he wasn't going there to check on me or really talk to me. He made me feel bad. He tried to make me feel bad about the hate he was getting.
Tyler,
hey,
I did
Kings
hug
fan,
you. I hugged you because I love you and I care about you as a friend. Also, after that conversation, you texted Mitchell that I exposed you to coronavirus. Why do you think I have these hidden agendas going at you? You think I'm hugging you to give you coronavirus? I don't have any hidden agenda against you, Tyler. I love you as a friend. I did ask you what your goal was with the L-Hype tweet because it came to a complete shock to me. And then you saying right after, you asked me if I wanted a bag. What I asked you is, why did you get lawyers involved? Was it for a bag? Because you're obviously leaving the group, right? You have a couple options when you leave the group. You can agree to a buyout where you sell your shares to the company, getting a bag. Or do you want to just own your percentage of the company, leave the group, but still try to make money off it by having a percentage? Or
you said that Chris made a whole script, 40-minute video, and everything. He edited it and everything.
Did you want to give your shares back? Did you want to give them to Mitchell? I still don't understand why you have lawyers and why you're demanding these documents. You've never made it clear what you want, and I was trying to figure that out because we are in the dark. You're skewing conversations because in that conversation we talked about you being sober, but we literally only talked for 10 minutes because you said you had to go, and you just left. Like, I would have loved to sat down with you in hours and go back and forth because of all this legal stuff. We didn't talk for a while.
I definitely feel that,
This is
William.
our first time talking. You can only give me 10 minutes. Also, Tyler, in this conversation I had with you, I asked you, when in your life you ever felt you couldn't ask me something and I wouldn't say yes to it? And this is what you told me. You said, when I asked you to hide my devil's lettuce, you didn't. I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I'm going to be honest. I felt in a weird position having to do that. It made me uncomfortable, and I didn't want you going through...
No. This is only if you didn't smoke the stuff but your friend did, what would you do it? I personally wouldn't. I would just like be like, bro, flush it down, throw it away. If it's there, you're gonna want to use it. So even putting it in my room is not gonna help you. What am I gonna do? Lock my room when I'm not even in there? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's something I would do. So I'm with Jesse on that one.
In my room looking for it. It's like, if you want me to hide it, dude, just throw it away. Don't put it on me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's exactly what he says.
Like this is the only time I've said no to you in your life. I am sorry, Tyler. I wish I could have helped more with that situation, and looking back, I wish I did. Addressing the part where you say I tried to make you feel bad for all the hate I was getting, yes, I was pretty upset about it. It's caused me to be at some of the lowest points of my life, hearing everyone say I snaked my best friend like this. While I still don't understand this hatred that's built up for me that you've bottled in, that's just released. I don't understand it, where it's came from. You've never addressed these problems to me in private, Tyler. Never. You just go online after everything we've been through and start talking shit.
The fact that he tries using the rent that he helped me out with and that he helped me out with my channel in the first place, and he uses that against me to like keep me under his thumb, it's terrible. It's not friendship.
So you said addiction isn't easy. Yeah, no, I totally get that. And I'm not saying Mopey is bad for being addicted and everything. I just don't feel like the whole situation was needed. like, I don't. The whole addiction and everything really doesn't even play that big of a part in this. But if my friend was addicted and he said, "Will you hold on to this for me?" I would have thrown it away. Actually, that's probably what I would have done. I would have taken it, thrown it away without his permission. Sometimes you need an extra push.
That's not a friend.
When have I ever used me helping you with your channel, helping you pay rent against you? Never in my life have I been like, oh, dude, I paid your rent. Oh, I helped you with your channel. You owe me this. No, we never even talk about that. That's never even been brought up between us, Tyler. The reason I helped you is because you're my friend. It's not some manipulation tactic to get you to do things for me. And Tyler, yes, earlier in the video, I did bring up the rent and some of the things I did for you, but that was just to show I care as a friend, as you made this video saying I don't.
Because of all the stuff that's been happening, I wish I never took his help. And I almost wish I didn't go move.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think Jesse's using it.
I wish I just went to college sometimes and didn't
I paid
get
your
like
rent.
this
Like,
deeply
I don't think
involved
that's what
in
he's
this because how bad it's turned out. Like I've literally just been a pawn, I feel like, to his grind to 10 million subscribers. Like he helped me out with that stuff, but it's all because he just needs people around him to make videos.
Tyler, before you even moved in, I was living with YouTubers. I had YouTubers around me. I've had people to make my content. I don't need you to make content. I wanted you to move in because you were my boy, and I wanted you to have your own career, your own YouTube channel.
I can kind of relate to this. Like, obviously, I'm not as big as Jess or anything. But like with my best friends, Ian, which he hasn't actually been in one, Sam, Jack, I really want to get these guys in like my TikTok videos. Obviously, I know it's not Jesser level, but it's just an example. Cause like, it's a different feeling when you get to make videos with your friends, bro. So like when I'm in my room talking about basketball by myself, I mean it's awesome, especially after I post the video and I see the views and everything. But and by views I mean how much you guys love it. I don't mean I don't care about numbers at all, actually. But doing it with your friends is just so surreal. So I get where Jesse's coming from this too. You wanted him to come with him, and he also wanted to help him get a career. Understandable, 100%.
And yes, did I want you to be a part of my journey? Hell yeah, bro. You were one of my closest friends. I wanted you to be.
My friends have been a part of my journey since the beginning, if they have been in TikToks or not, though.
In all my videos, and I helped you with all of yours too. You're saying I used you as a pawn when that's simply not true. And Tyler, once again, you have never expressed
awesome.
This way you're feeling to me. I never knew you felt like this at all. You hid it from me. Like, I wish we could have talked about this. I wish you...
Well, Brenzy, I would say just don't decide.
Would have came up to me and be like,
don't
bro,
take
I
sides.
feel like you're
just
using
take
me,
in
and I wish we
information
could
as
have
it comes
talked
in.
it out because these are such ridiculous claims.
Supporting that feeling that I have of being just used. When we made the VR channels, he took 51% of my VR channel. Like,
Jesse pops off on this part. I'm just saying, Jesse pops off at the end of this part.
All those channels were just started up for money because the VR channels were the fastest growing at the time. He took 51% of my channel and then bragged about it. Like, I heard that, and he'll deny that or whatever, but that shit stuck in my brain, and I could never believe how this dude can say that about his elementary school friend that he
boys? I have the best ones, bro.
Like his channel, and like that's something to brag about. Like it's like nothing I want to be around.
Now, I've never publicly said this, but I do own a company that manages YouTube channels. It's a side thing I do. I put a lot of work and energy into it. Tyler, you agreed to doing all of this. You were excited to do it. You were hella about it. All you had to do was record the videos, and I would handle everything outside of that. You were hyped for it. I spent thousands of dollars getting the videos edited, spent a lot of time reviewing the videos, working on them, and then you expressed to me one day, you're like, hey, Jesse, I don't want to do the VR channel. With no hesitation, I told Tyler, yeah, that's fine. Like, I understand. I get it.
I don't know, man. Jesse's being pretty understanding if that's all he said after he spent thousands of dollars.
Going through a lot. Let's not do it. You don't want to do it. I'm not going to ever force you. But it's like, did I say, oh, I paid for your rent, helped you build your career, so you have to do this?
Your opinion? What am I smoking? Moby said that he never wants to see Jesse again. What do you mean? I just said Jesse was being a good friend.
No, with no hesitation I said, Tyler, that's fine. You don't have to do this. I will deny you saying I was bragging about this because that never happened, Tyler. I forgot to include this in the video, so I'm doing a voiceover.
Cool
but Tyler, your VR channel, it never even had an
this
upload
where it pops
on
off.
it. And Tyler, we never even had a contract for this channel, so technically I never even owned 51%. And why would I brag about a channel that has no uploads and no videos?
Dude, just how like selfish
I
this
live
dude
in
is.
America.
And actually, all the guys. This applies to all of them, but. We were in a Discord call when it was time for Moochie to join 2hype. We were talking, and
This part also, Jesse pops off. I'm just saying.
I was put it out there. I was like, hey, is anybody
Some of these things I was like, dang, Jesse really coming for him now.
else willing to give up a % or two so Mitchell feels more part of the group? Nobody wanted to. He's just on a tiny salary now. Mitchell doesn't own a % of 2hype.
Imagine being on a tiny salary of a multi-million-dollar company. I want to know what tiny salary really is. I'm just saying.
Jesser was not willing to give up 1% for our elementary school friend, one of the dudes that adds the most to the group, pure good person, funny entertainment. These guys in Jesser could not give up 1.
Do you guys really think Mitchell adds all, like, I think Mopey is hyping him up just a little bit. I love Moochie, bro. I do. I think he's hyping him up just a little bit too much.
Percent.
Just saying.
We could have all given up a %. He could have had 6% of 2hype.
I'm not taking a side. I'm taking the video as I see. I never once said, I think Mopey's in the wrong. I literally said, I think everyone in this situation is in the wrong in at least one way or another. So calling me a Jesse D writer is just wrong. If you look at the, especially from when I first started making these videos, bro, when I was biased and I did let my opinion get to it, bro, I was going off I was literally furious with Jesse. I've calmed myself down and I'm just stating what I'm seeing. So I'm not a Jesse D writer.
That sounds amazing to me. But no, he's just on a tiny salary because they can. Because it's a business. It's not for fun. It's not for fun or friendship. It's a business.
Tyler, you expressed to the group that you were unhappy with your amount of shares. So we had a meeting where we shifted all the shares and you went up more than anyone and I went down. And the reason I went down is because I want you to be comfortable and happy as my friend. If I'm this money hungry...
It's another good friend thing, but this is when people were saying he put business over friendship. He combined business and friendship at this part. Like, I'll give up some of my business so my friend can eat, you know?
person, why would I give up shares to you like that? And Mitchell is my best friend, and he's not on a small salary. Mitchell is making very good money. I have talked to Mitchell about owning a
I seriously want to know what a small salary is to this 2hype company. Like, this company's got to be big banking. Small salary? So I'm assuming it's less than Mopey's, and I almost want to safely assume Mopey can make about $1 million a year, though. Okay, I understand there's no evidence of this, but it was a Discord call. And I mean, apparently those can get leaked. So yeah, I guess I shouldn't take it fully, but I'm just going from he say, she say at this point. I'm just going with what I see.
Percentage of the company in the future, and he can back me up on this. This is just, once again, not true. And Tyler, you also never gave a share to Mitchell, and it's like, if you wanted to...
There's a lot of proof in this video, Evan. There's a whole lot of proof. Like I said, at the very least from this video, what I got is Jesse was being a good friend from everything. There's no signs of text of him being a jackwagon or an a-hole or whatever you want to say. Jesse at the very least was a very good friend. I almost want to take Jesse off like the list of people that are like responsible, but I also don't know. Like I also say with everything, it is not my responsibility to... It's not my responsibility to have any sort of opinion on this. And even if it is, it's not my responsibility to hate on anybody in this situation. It's not my group. I'm not in the group. I mean, it sounds like they're hiring. I wish Mopey the best with everything that's going on. I wish Jester the best with everything that's going on. Everybody but Jidel. Because Jidel has been completely silent. All of his tweets, him and Chris, it's like nothing seems for them I still hope the best for him, but nothing seemed like everything seems like it's they're above everything. That's how I feel like Jidel and Chris are looking at a lot of things. I haven't even heard from Zach. I don't know if he said anything yet.
To do that, you could. The shares that you have right now, why don't you just give them all to Mitchell instead of coming at us with lawyers the way you're talking?
And the thing that makes it so annoying is they try to paint it as not a business, and it's all about the friendship and all of them doing it for fun. It's like, no.
Well, that's the thing, DeAndre, is like, even when that proof comes out, I mean, I don't know if it ever will. But even after a whole lot of proof comes out, it's really not our room to think about it. Like, if you guys want to stop watching them, that's totally. I'm not saying you have to keep watching them or whatever. But the thing is, I do not watch 2Hype or Moby or Jester or Chris or any of them for what they do off screen. It's the same reason, like TK, YNW Melly, these rappers. I don't care that. I mean, I care about the fact that they kill people, but I'm still gonna listen to the music. I have no problem with listening to the music. So like, I don't watch 2Hype for what happens off the screen. I watch them for what happens on the screen. Jesse, Chris, all of them involved. So it doesn't even matter what's gonna happen. If Moby makes a good video, I'll watch Moby's video. If Jester makes a good video, I'll probably watch his video. 2Hype, all of it. This doesn't affect me watching them at all.
Stop trying to keep the greediness and selfishness in the dark. Like, that's what's aggravating for the people that have been abused by it. Like, own up to the shit. Like, stop lying. Like, it's so bad. Like the Sidemen are a great example. Like, they're a wannabe Sidemen, but they're...
I feel like that's just messed up, bro. It's like that's like comparing two NBA TikTokers, since I'm assuming most of you are from on TikTok. Like, that's like me having a take, like posting one of my takes on TikTok, and someone's like, whoa, want to be Spawn Hour? Like, that's just, that I don't like that. I don't like that.
Terrible people. Like, what else would you expect from a wannabe Sidemen group from LA? Like,
I got popcorn.
It's bound to be fake as hell, just greedy, selfish, self-gain, like, all of that. So Sidemen are amazing because they're genuine. They do stuff fair. They don't abuse people.
We don't know that. We don't know any of that. We really don't. I don't watch Sidemen, so maybe we do know that. I literally don't even know who they are, to be honest. But just saying, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes unless they literally have like a behind the scenes channel. I literally don't know. But I don't feel like we know that. B-Man, I don't have any donations set up on my YouTube, man. I can't monetize yet. Sorry.
People on the business side.
No,
I found out some stuff on the business side that's like,
my popcorn, stay
what the
away.
hell? I don't care about the money like that, but I want to be treated equal. I want to be treated with respect, and that didn't happen.
Tyler, once again, I wish you expressed to me in person the way you were feeling. I didn't know you felt this way. Also, you say we abused you on the business side. I am confused by this because the only thing that's happened since the start of the company in the business side is we raised your shares. Everyone's gotten paid out on the same day. And yes, Tyler, it was a business too, but you neglected the business side of that. You wouldn't show up to a ton of the meetings. You would play video games during some of them. You didn't really put your 2 cents into the business side, but we didn't force you to. And once again, Tyler, I wish you talked to me about this because you didn't express that you felt uncomfortable and that we were doing these things to you in the business side.
They're not humans. They're not real people.
I don't have anything to say about that part. We don't really. Like, what am I supposed to say?
People anymore. They have ascended past humans and normal people, and they're YouTube gods. They are YouTube gods now, and they.
Evan, I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were here for that. Breaking an addiction will do crazy things to you. It'll make your mind goes crazy. You don't know what to think. People become more irritated, more snappy. We don't know what's going on in Moby's head. He could be super short fused, and it literally, for all we know, all this could have happened because of one small thing. Because when you are getting off an addiction, one of the withdrawals for almost everything, including alcohol and nicotine, is super short temper. And I'm not saying that's exactly what it is. But, and then I also have a theory that maybe when he was in rehab or whatever, or maybe even heard from his dad, like, some negative things, and being so impressionable and in such a vulnerable moment that he is in, he might have just ran with it. but I also don't know. We don't know that for sure. That's just some of my random theories. My other theories is that the entire 2Hype group is doing this for fun or just to create drama, make money, including Mopey, including Jester, including all of them. That's just a small theory. I don't really believe that one. One of them is like Los and TD have been in communication with Mopey and just convinced him to leave. I don't know. There's a whole lot of situations on this, man. There's so many things.
They just make decisions like I heard.
Thank you, my opinion.
That Jesser and
Real Kings
Chris
fan, that's us.
Were talking to TD about kicking me out of the old house in Yorba Linda because I was like hanging out with my ex-girlfriend or
Well, thank you, William. Yeah, I don't want to spread negativity to anybody.
that was just
not my job.
upvoting enough. I never knew that.
Tyler, I never knew this either because this never happened. Why would I want to kick you out of the house when you were one of my best friends? And for the viewers who've been watching since then, the meme at the time was Mopey was never home and I was sad because I couldn't hang out with you because you were my friend. Why would I want to kick my friend out who I just had move in out of the house? This literally makes no sense that I want to kick someone out who is a major part of my channel and my life.
We don't have any proof on either side of this one. Like, Jesse could just be saying no. Moby could have just completely made that up. There's no text, no nothing about that.
Just like Los and TD didn't know they were kicked, and Mao too, they didn't know they were kicked until it was already decision. They don't feel the need to, like, have normal conversation.
Well, I feel like that's just a business thing, though. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
They just make terrible decisions on their own. Like, and it's just... It's,
welcome back, Fishy.
It's nothing to be around unless you're a part of it and want to just... I don't even know. I'm so
not a
glad
fan
I'm
of
out of
Lowe's.
it.
Tyler, that was a group
Lowe's,
decision.
dude.
You have a voice in the group. You didn't express that. You were part of that. You were there. One of the reoccurring problems throughout all of this is you feel some type of way, but you don't let anybody know. We can't read your mind, Tyler. The decisions that were made were not my decision. It was all of us together as a group's decision.
And the weird thing is, too, they're in denial. Like, they're just so deep in their own lies and just thinking that they're right and everyone else is just the bad people going out to get them. It's like something...
For all of you guys that got school tomorrow, I'm so sorry, bro.
All change is good change. It's like, so nobody can get lost in the money, in the internet clout?
I don't like that he uses the word clout.
That's not a thing. Like,
I don't ever recall saying
clout.
this. I don't think all change is a good thing. People can change for the worse. People can change for the better. It's just like a dumb statement. I never said that. I feel like you're just grasping for straws and reasons to hate me.
I've seen how this dude talks to people, like his editors and people out in public, like working people, and it makes me sick. It's like, again,
the thing is, Alyssa, it is supposed to be a business. At the end of the day, if they all stop right now, none of these guys have jobs. They don't have anything to fall back on. If they didn't have the YouTube and everything, I'm not saying like they would be bums or whatever, because they would have had a different way in life if none of this happened. But if today YouTube got deleted, they wouldn't be able to live in the house they live in now. They wouldn't make money. They wouldn't have anything they have. And they wouldn't have any jobs. Jesse specifically, I don't even think he has a high school degree. I don't believe any of them, except for maybe Zach, has a college degree. Like, there's not really much options for him. I mean, obviously they could like do marketing companies or whatever, but all this, as much as it is friendship and entertainment, it's the same way that all forms of entertainment is a business. So that's just my take on it.
YouTube God, like looking down on people, talking down on people, talking shit about people, because apparently they feel like they can. Like, apparently they feel like they're the next American Sidemen and they could do whatever they want. It's like...
Is Sidemen not American? I don't know.
It's their heads are just... Their heads are going to fall off. They're getting so big and they can't... Like, I don't even...
It was brought up as a motherhood, but when it becomes your job, it'll change people. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that that's what it is. I do think it's clearly more of a business to everybody. I think it's more of a business to, especially Chris. Everything's business to him, but it might have been brought up as a brotherhood. But once the money starts coming in and you have all these responsibilities, I mean, Jesse has to pay people to make videos for him at this point. It becomes a business. So, I mean, it can be brought up as one thing, but it changes it to another.
I'm trying to make a joke, so I can't.
I've never watched
This
Simon.
is extremely upsetting to me because it's an attack on my character and who I am. Tyler, you're saying I talk down on people, to working people, to editors. I try to treat everyone I meet with kindness and respect. When have I talked down to working people and editors? I live with my editor. He moved in with me and we're really good friends.
Thank you for
and he can back me up with this on my character.
Another situation that stands out in my mind is we were out eating. It was Jester, a friend of ours, and me, and we were at Cheesecake Factory eating outside. We didn't even have our food yet, and Jester sees this kid like walk by or whatever, and we can kind of see when someone's kind of like looking back.
We don't know anything about Zach. Zach has not even tried to clear his name yet, so I wouldn't jump on Zach yet.
Recognize us, and he's like just begging for the kid to not like walk over and say hi, and it's like it's a little kid and his dad. Like, and Jester's just begging, like, no, please don't come over here. Like, leave us alone, no. Like, I swear. And it's like...
Now, I do want to point that out. If that story is true, and obviously Jester does have a rebuttal to this one, that's terrible. That is terrible. Because these are the people that are paying you. These are the people that are feeding you paychecks. These are the people who are watching you. I think that if you're in public, you owe it to them. That if they at least want to say hi, say hi. You know, I'm not saying you owe it to them to have a full-blown conversation about life and everything that happened. And I'm assuming, I understand, you're just trying to go on without your day or whatever. But if I saw Jesse or Mopey in the street and I said hi, I would like to get a hi back.
This kid, it's probably going to make this kid's day, at least day, probably a week, or something like that, just meeting Jester. But the other side of it is this dude is begging for him to not come over and say hi. Chris put this in Jester, like, that he's better and doesn't need to, like, talk to the people that support him. And it's like, it's nasty, and I feel bad as a friend that I couldn't help stop that happening.
I won't lie, Jesse was my favorite.
Living with Chris and Zach for so long that, like,
I mean, he's
terrible attitudes.
So maybe I am a little biased on that sense, but I try to stay unbiased with it.
Completely just changed this dude.
Yes, I will admit, there's been times in my life where I don't want to be recognized in public, especially when I'm eating. I was with a friend from out of town I hadn't seen in months, and you saying I'm begging for this kid to not come over is exaggerated. You're making it sound like it's the end of the world if this kid comes.
I've been streaming for maybe an hour and a half now.
Over. And the thing is, we were in the outdoor area, and the only way to get to the outdoor area is going through the inside area of Cheesecake. The dad lifted the kid over the fence. This is the part you didn't mention. And I took a picture with the kid, and I had a conversation.
Having the picture would have been nice. I'm just saying. That is nitpicky. But when I was watching this the first time, I would have liked to see the picture.
With the dad. Even though there's been times where I don't want to be recognized, I've never denied a fan a picture, but you try to put me in this light that every time a kid sees me, I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get recognized. I've met so many fans in public, and I'm always appreciative of it, and those people who have met me, they can tell you that. You're saying Chris and Zach influenced me this way, but to be honest, I am extremely proud of the person I've become, and Zach and Chris helped me become the person I am, and I'm forever grateful to them for that.
And then thinking it's okay to paint me as mentally unstable online,
well,
just because I'm saying F the group, L hype, and he's trying to, like, it's just so mind-boggling how, like, what happened. And
you can
it's
believe
really
that,
sad,
Jeremiah.
but
That's your opinion,
I'm just getting away from it. I'm not gonna rack my brain over trying to change people. They're just so deep in their own ways. It's like, I'm just leaving. I'm not being a part of it.
Once again, Tyler, when I said fighting demons, I did not mean to portray you as mentally unstable. You keep saying I tried to portray you as mentally unstable, so I just wanted to address that again.
And it's like, how did I stay a part of the group for so long? With all this
y'all
stuff
can fight it out in the comments.
Because I numb myself. You guys don't know this about me, but I need to make things combine my two lives. I've been living this mopey life, and then I have Tyler, my life, that I've been numbing myself and hurting myself for a while. And yeah, I've been abusing the sauce, the devil's lettuce. I'm not saying the word for demonetization or whatever, but yeah, I've been abusing
anybody
that.
going through any sort of substance abuse is just really sad. You know, just to let your life get that way, and to feel like you need those to keep yourself going every day. That's just sad. I do feel
nicotine.
I feel really bad
and
for
in the past year, alcohol, like, really badly. and
I feel bad
it got
for
so
him.
bad this year, and I tried to quit so many times. I tried to get help. I put like this text, and like this is a great example of the kind of support these guys offer as friends. Talking about starting a drinking problem and stopping it, and just trying to get better, and then everybody only has time to just like it, like just thumbs up, not a single word of encouragement or anything.
This is nothing to do with what Moby just said. But I've never been in a very big group chat on iOS. If I can get the video to pop up. You see up there where the text messages are at, bro? Like, that just looks cool. I don't know. I don't have enough friends to put me in that kind of group.
And
so
just goes back to talking about video shit. And it's like, okay,
I can see y'all having
cool,
fun
great
debating
support. And then
with each other in
we
the
got
comments. Just
Jesser
don't be
over
toxic.
here
Being toxic is stupid.
immediately texted me after once he sees that for me to be in his sponsored video. Like, I hadn't talked about these issues I've been having. And then he doesn't even acknowledge it. He just asked me to be in his sponsored video. And then he says thank you, then I say one more thing to try to get some acknowledgement, and then he just says proud of me. If I hadn't said that one text before or after thank you, conversation would have ended. And I didn't hear anything in person. Like, they did not.
I feel like, yeah, if your friend's reaching out like that, you definitely should help them.
No one cared about Tyler.
That's just
like,
straight up.
It was only Mopey. If Mopey could show up for videos, and it's like, it's sick. It's not real friends. It's like, what the, like, I'm a person that was like, I'm out of there. I'm not being a part of it.
Tyler, once again, I showed earlier, I did try to reach out to you about these things. I didn't live with you, but I definitely did try, and you can't say that I didn't. You showed the text you sent to the group. I mean, this had happened multiple times, and there were many conversations about it. There were group conversations, there were one-on-one conversations, and then you show a text message of me. And yes, Tyler, I did message you after that, asking you to be in the sponsored video. It was a big sponsor video for me. I already told them that you and...
Another thing that probably has not much to do. This is my second time watching this 44-minute video. I'm trying to stay focused, but wonder what sponsor it was.
Everyone else was gonna be in the video, so I thought I would just ask, and I literally told you in the text message, it's okay if you don't want to. Like, I didn't try to pressure you. You easily could have said no. I wouldn't have felt any type of way. Also, in that clip, you said there's no encouragement, no words of advice, but if you literally scroll up...
I wouldn't be scared of AMP. I don't know. I don't like them.
To our last text message...
I don't dislike them. I don't like watching their videos. I don't think they're funny.
I'm asking about you quitting the vape, but you don't mention that in your video. And also at the end of the text message, I reach out about helping you with the money stuff because you had problems with your taxes and all of that, and I've had good experience with it. I've gone through those things. I asked, do you need help? Because I could help you with that. Offering my help.
Since getting sober, I realized, like, I'm not being around these people because they contributed to me using. Like, they do that stuff themselves, and
I will admit that would be very difficult.
Treat me.
That would be a very difficult thing, but Jesse did try the Sober October thing, but yeah, no, I get what he's saying.
Me terrible. So, like, it's not a good environment for me. I'm not being around that environment. I want to be healthy. I want to stay sober.
Yes, I like to.
So I'm staying away from them. I'd hope to never see them again.
Tyler, you talk about how we do those...
Oh, yeah, we did play with Davis that one time. Jed, I forgot about that.
Things, and the crazy thing is, I never did any of that stuff until I moved into the same house with you and I was around it, but I will never blame you for my actions. And you act like I'm trying to contribute to that when I'm trying to help you and my other friends. For example, when I did the Sober October Challenge, I'm trying to better myself and the people around me.
While I was not entirely open with how bad things were for me, they'll say like they didn't know and I just kept to myself. It's like if I said I was taking breaks and I wouldn't upload and I wouldn't be around for weeks and like months on end, and no one checked on me for like months and months. And like my living situation,
I don't like that. He said no one checked up on him for months and months though, but I mean everybody who's talked at least, but Cash didn't show receipts, but I don't feel like Cash needs to. We believe Cash. But Jesse showed receipts of him hitting him up. Chris even showed. But Chris's were out of whack.
my hallway was so bad. Just everybody walks by it and thinks nothing of it, like what's going on in my room and like what I'm doing to myself in my room. And it's like it got so bad with my hallway that it could be pitch black dark, and I memorized where to step to not step on shit and get to my room. Like, and I don't want to blame my living situation and how I was treating myself
understand the whole
on
messy
them
situation,
but
dude. That'd be
I'm
terrible.
not having it go out there that they were supportive of me or trying to help me. Like, it was just me.
This is the first time for me I've experienced a friend go through addiction like this, and
No, Zach hasn't, at least from what I've seen, Zach hasn't talked yet, but I'm very interested to see what he has to say. Because I don't know if it's just the way he is, but I feel like Zach is going to be kind of disrespectful in the video.
Tyler, I wish I could have helped more. I tried to help in my own ways that I thought would help.
I just feel
I'm
like
not a
that's how
trained
Zach is. I
professional.
think
You're
Jada
my
would be
first
the
friend to
same.
go through this. I didn't know really how to
You can definitely tell Jesse's really trying to be respectful, but I don't think Zach's demeanor is going to come off well if he tries to make a video about it.
react. I wasn't living with you, and I'm sorry, Tyler.
And Jesse wants to go online and say I'm fighting serious demons. Like, no, they're the only demons I'm fighting, those guys, because they're trying to paint me out to be mentally unstable. Because I went to, like, rehab because I was using those
Closed
substances
captions provided by-
that are legal in my state. Like, I can
I don't know why I did that,
smoke
bro.
and I can drink and I could use nicotine products. And they're trying to paint me out as crazy for that stuff. Like, I don't... Like,
Well, thanks
it's
for
a
coming to
joke
Sports Talk.
to mental illness,
B and N.
and that they, like, care, and it's just such a joke, and it makes me sick, honestly.
This clip right here is very vital to everything going on, so I'm going to break down this clip. Tyler, we are not the demons you are facing. You cannot deny that. You've been going through a really tough time in your life.
Can't even say anything about the first line.
And I've just tried to be there for you. Once again, you're my first
okay,
friend
Grayson,
to go
you're
through an
allowed to be
addiction.
sus.
I tried to help in my ways. I genuinely tried to be there for you, and I'm not a trained professional to handle with the situation, but I did try. Tyler, I've never said you were mentally unstable. I said you were
He
fighting
apologized
demons.
for it
I did not
multiple
try to
times.
manipulate you or other people into thinking that. I simply said it because you were going through an addiction. I didn't want to expose private information out there. It was never my intent to call you mentally unstable. I didn't say you were fighting demons because you went to rehab. I said it because you were battling substance abuse. And yes,
Yeah.
Tyler, you said it yourself in this clip because I was using those substances. That's what I've been saying. And Tyler, you saying that is legal to do those things is basically saying that it's okay. No, Tyler, you cannot justify drinking, smoking, and vaping because it's legal. Tyler,
Well, apparently Jesse does the same things, so I don't feel like he can really be on anyone's back about justifying it.
I want to help you. I don't want you to deny what you're going through. You say we're the only demons you're fighting. You're lacking awareness to the problem. Tyler, it really hurts me to see this part where you say what I've done is a joke to mental illness, when I've simply just tried to help you get through this. And again, I'm not a trained professional. And Tyler, like, I genuinely
I feel like he says, I'm not a trained professional way too many times in this video.
love you. I have no hidden agenda against you. I've always wanted the best for you. I know in the video you stated you never want to see me again or talk to me. I don't have this same hatred back for you, Tyler. I want the best for you. I've always loved you. I would love to have a private conversation one-on-one to talk through everything because so much
Yeah,
of this
earlier
is
in the
such
video
new
he said
information
he
to
does
me.
the same
Let
stuff
me
and
know
he's
if
not
you want to
perfect,
talk
so
about
I don't know
everything. I'm
for
here
sure if
you.
he smokes.
I have no
but-
ill intentions even after all of this stuff that has come my way. I never wanted to make this video. I didn't want
Well, I acted just as surprised as y'all in the comments, and then someone said that there's videos where he's baked, so I don't know.
anything to be public. I never wanted this to be an online back and forth. This is a lose-lose situation for both of us, Tyler. I had to respond. I had to make this because I had to defend myself. I'll still always be here for you, Tyler. I love you. And to the fans, I appreciate all the support over the years. I hope you guys can understand my...
Yeah, that's pretty much the video. So, yeah, it's some crazy stuff, man. You don't want to take sides. I don't have a side on it. I just know that I think Jesse's been a really good friend. I think Mopey's going through some really serious stuff, and the only person who looks like he is being a good friend to Mopey is Jesse. So, but the Jidel stuff, yeah, that doesn't get covered because obviously that's Jidel stuff to cover. Zach, Chris, all that stuff is for them to cover. So I'm thinking that's why Jesse didn't cover in the video. But thank you guys for like blowing this stream up. We're at 121 viewers, man. That is more than double the most I've ever had in a video. Let me find you guys a, I don't know, funny picture to leave you off with. Yeah, there we are. Oh. I also don't remember how to end my stream, so I'll show you guys this picture real quick, and then I'm gonna head out. So enjoy this picture of James Harden here for a second. This is really zoom in on it. I appreciate you guys for coming in. I love you. God loves you. Have a fantastic day. And thank you guys for blowing this video for this up, man. You guys are the best. Peace out.